Holy Book, the Bible, the most shocking collection of all time. Warning, lots of plot twists and family drama. The setup, the origin and beginning of all trouble. Listen up, folks. If you're looking for a series that has everything from planetary scale natural disasters to ancient keeping up with the Kardashians style family drama, you've come to the right place. The Bible isn't just a book, it's a series of events spanning thousands of years, written by a team of authors who seemingly never meet. It's like a super long Marvel comic, where each author has a different idea of the main superhero, and sometimes they contradict each other just for fun. Old Testament, the Chaos Prequel. The first part, the Old Testament, is what you might call a long-running dark comedy. It all started in Genesis with a rather inefficient start. God, the grumpy protagonist, created the universe in 6 days. An amazing efficiency, probably because he had been coffee loading all week. Then he created humans, Adam and Eve, and placed them in an all-inclusive resort. But then, a ban on eating fruit. After all, people lost a beautiful garden because of an apple or maybe a fig, historians still argue. It was as if someone said, "Don't press the red button," and 5 minutes later, boom, everyone paid the price. This is the first lesson. Humans don't listen. Noah and the flood. After getting frustrated with humans for being so noisy and troublesome, God decided to do a hard reset with water. Noah, an elderly man, is tasked with building a giant boat, the Ark, without blueprints or permission from the local government. Imagine having to fit two of every species on Earth into one boat. I bet the security checks there are horrible. Moses in the Exodus. Cut to Egypt. Moses, a language impediment, but still the main spokesman, leads a large group of refugees across the Red Sea. This is the ultimate action scene, parting the water like opening two automatic supermarket doors. And then, 40 years of wandering in the desert because the location on the map was wrong, or just a picnic that went on too long. Finally, he brings back a list of 10 rules, the 10 Commandments. Actually, rules 1 and 9 are enough for most modern troubles, but 10 sounds more dangerous. In short, the Old Testament is a series of rebuilding and collapses. It's like a TV series where you know the main character is going to screw things up in the end, but you watch anyway because the drama is so good. The analysis, characters, and plot twists. Judged by Hollywood standards, the Bible has a great script, but it's not stable. Character development. God, the main character, a strict father, but with loving surprises. He is the controller, the overseer, and sometimes the one who causes major disasters, so he can be considered the main writer. His personality often swings abruptly between brutal punishment and boundless mercy. This is the kind of wild character that modern critics would call unpredictable. The prophets. They are the complainers and doomsayers, like your pessimistic Twitter friends, but very important. Their job is to shout warnings while everyone is busy going about their daily business. They can be considered the harbingers of the scenario, constantly saying, "Something big is coming, you better get ready," and no one listens to them. King David, a pop superstar and war hero. He started out as a David versus Goliath story, a classic fight between the skinny and the fat, but then had a personal life so complicated that it would make modern tabloids blush. David proves that even God's chosen ones can make serious mistakes. This is a real plot twist. New Testament, the game-changing sequel. This introduces Jesus Christ, a new protagonist and a major shift in tone. If the Old Testament was about rules and punishment, the New Testament is about mercy and crazy miracles. Jesus in a nutshell. He's a young man from Nazareth, a small rural town no one knows about, who travels around teaching with confusing but wonderful parables. He turns water into wine, a very popular miracle, makes bread and clones, solves food crises, and heals the sick. In short, he's the rock star of the first century, the disciples. They're a great support team, but they're also forgetful. They often ask stupid questions, like, "What are you talking about?" and often panic when things get too dangerous. Judas is the most notable villain, who betrays Jesus for a kiss and 30 pieces of silver. This is the worst deal in the history of business in terms of long-term value. Shocking ending. Everything culminates with a quick trial and a crucifixion. But then, the resurrection. This is the biggest plot twist in literary history. Death is not the end, but a transition. Hollywood has tried to copy this hundreds of times, but never quite to this dramatic level. Commentary. Basically, the Bible is proof that people don't change. Communication problem. After thousands of years, we're still arguing about the meaning of these stories, which is to say, even if you have a message from God, the communication can still be messed up in the media. It's like someone translated a book from ancient Hebrew into Greek, then Latin, then Shakespearean English, and finally a modern translation that everyone reads, but no one agrees on the meaning. Good job, team! Family drama. The Old Testament is a great drama about don't trust your brother. Cain kills Abel. Joseph is sold into slavery by his brothers. Characters all make bad choices in love and marriage. If you think your family is complicated, read Genesis. Biggest lesson. Drama sells. This book has been around for millennia, sold billions of copies, or given away for free, and spawned tens of thousands of movies. It's filled with great stories about survival, greed, love, and epic battles. The verdict. Whether you believe in it or not, the Bible is a revolutionary work of literature. It shapes our culture, our laws, and our very sayings. It's a great work, full of contradictions, fear, and hope. It's like a big buffet of morality, history, and theology. You can take what you like, and you have to accept the dishes you don't understand. Hey, at least it teaches us one thing. Beware of apple trees and never sell out your friends. If you want a quiet life, the Bible may not be your guide. But if you want a life full of action, unexpected sea voyages, and 40-day parties, well, grab your sandals and let's go. That's all for today's video. Like, share, and click the subscribe button with notification bell to see new videos soon.